Dun, 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 boom, 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 boom. Hello, everyone. How's it going? Just give me a second here. Holy shit, what's going on? Oh? I have not seen these two faces before. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's new. That's new. But I'm just still getting set up here. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. So hopefully I don't have any problems today. My internet has just been extremely shitty all day yesterday and right before I started the stream. So, fingers crossed that it at least cooperates throughout the stream. All right. Load game. We were here. Our third, full complete loop.
You're on a path.
Oh wow, that loads fast.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Is a princess.
You're here to slay her.
Yep. And well, we're talking about because she's locked up. Killing princess seems kind of. Someone else do this. Forget it. I'm not doing this. Get a reward. What happens if I say, forget it, I'm not doing this?
Are you serious? No, you have to do it.
Can someone else do this? Maybe considered. Okay. Reward. Look, I'll go to the cabin. I'll talk to her. And if she's as bad as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face.
I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
Okay.
Each and every one of us is doomed.
So you say.
Go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
I'm sure it'll turn out swell.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The blade is your implement.
Let me try. Now I need to start thinking of little variations this time. Let me go to the basement again without the blade.
The door to the basement creaked, her voice soft.
Hello? Is someone there?
Is hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once. Don't let it fool you.
Let me go that one without saying anything.
Good. You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a weapon, but you walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She's beautiful. I am begging you to stay focused.
Stay focused.
There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
See what I can do. Examine the chains.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake.
Am I? Am I?
No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug.
She immediately going to go and gnaw at her arm.
They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Oh.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Maybe the key's not around somewhere. If not, maybe I can at least find something to break free. If there isn't a key, do you have any ideas?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
Oh shit.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Explore, try the door.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Turn to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
I often don't do what I'm told.
Easier for whom?
I've been told.
Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
It's not that much of a mess.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
Okay.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you. It's the blade from upstairs.
Blade.
You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
I did save the princess last time. I'm trying to think of something different. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna continue doing the same things I did last time, but when I reach the beast mode, instead of like eating her, I'm gonna strike her heart.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
Oh, look at that! My little knife cursor has like little bits of blood on it.
You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm.
Crack.
Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't.
She did not.
She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
She's a tough little lady.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Approach the door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world.
I can't. So the narrator, this bit of the sentence right here, I can't let her escape. This like makes me believe that there is no like group of people or anything else that trapped the princess in here. Like it's all the narrator's doing. The narrator's the one that's doing that, and the narrator's the one that got me to kill her.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward
As
and raises.
evidence as like he's taking over my body now.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Warn her.
Stop that.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Stop that.
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. Oh shit, look at that. I can't choose the option. I can't choose resist anymore. Huh. Interesting. Okay.
Thank you.
Oops.
There's no getting through to you right now, is there?
Oh, she mad.
A betrayal of will is still a betrayal. You'll regret thinking of me as a helpless damsel.
Uh-oh.
She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm.
Uh-oh.
But you have a weapon. You raise the blade, digging it under her ribs, aiming directly for the heart.
Oh shit.
It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease.
Oh my gosh.
You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you. She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness, dress stained in red as her blood and yours both seep into the fabric.
Well then.
If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it will kill her before she can reach the outside world. It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over.
Or is it?
Everything goes dark, and you die.
The witch. Oh.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
The witch.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
But I died. What I'm doing here? She's gonna kill me again. But I already slew the princess. Sure, she also killed me, but I definitely got her. Why am I here again? This is new.
I can assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you.
Liar.
People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time.
Liar.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Brilliant. We need to keep our cards close to our chest, and I'm not sure we can trust him.
Hey, the voice of the opportunist. This is the first time seeing him by himself.
You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. Did I say I'm not sure we can trust him? Slip of the tongue, bit of the old brain fog. I meant to say that we should probably head over to the cabin and slay that princess. We already know we can't trust her, so let's get on with the show.
Hold on. I should have bothered doing anything.
Those are two very different. Let's say for a moment.
Yeah,
that
we've heard
last
this
time,
before.
We were just weighing our options in a morally ambiguous situation.
Yeah.
Can't blame us for weighing our options.
Yeah, exactly.
You can if you failed to slay the princess, which you apparently did. So great. Congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right.
Nah, I don't like your sass, Mr. Narrator.
And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh,
What
what's
was
the
the
point
point
of
of doing anything? Yeah,
Huh?
here
What do
we
you
go.
mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical sense, if it's the latter, what do you think the people there live
Yeah, we've heard
happily
this
ever after?
quite a few times
Oh,
already.
That's a very good point. This princess character seems like a lot of trouble, and if you think about it, actually slaying her probably breaks us out of this cycle, right? We don't want to be stuck here forever, do we?
I mean, that's a fair point.
You're laying it on a little thick, aren't you? Laying it on a little thick? What are you talking about? I'm sharing my honest opinions.
This voice of the opportunist is just like flip-flopping to whoever he thinks might have the upper hand in that moment.
What matters is that almost everyone seems to be on the same page. So whenever you're ready, you can stop dawdling, get to the cabin, and save the world.
Okay. Hold on, I want...
Just be quick about it.
She killed me last time. How can I make sure that doesn't happen this time? It's away from last time. She was a prisoner. I locked in the basement. Listen.
She just can't.
Okay.
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me.
Okay. Being
I've told
cagey.
you everything you need. If you want us to stand a chance against her, we need to be armed with information. What is she really capable of? How are we supposed to stop her?
Yeah.
Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her,
he said the same thing.
Either of you really need to press the man on this. He wants us to slay the princess, so why would he have anything to hide? He seems like a nice guy to me.
Oh, shut up, voice of the opportunist.
I appreciate the vote of confidence, but you should really stop wasting time chatting.
Okay, that's
Great.
all.
Now, if you...
Proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further.
Of course.
She will lie.
She will cheat.
And she will... Don't worry, I think we've taken that lesson to heart at this point. You can trust us to get the job done.
Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happens to resemble a room.
Oh.
The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf.
Slab of mud?
With a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
They didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's the muddy shelf, the blade sitting on the muddy shelf, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror, but he says there isn't one. That's got to count for something, right?
Oh my goodness. Opportunist, you're becoming my least favorite voice in my head. I trust my eyes. Why would he lie about there not being a mirror? What's the point? I trust my eyes.
Come on now. He's pretty much in charge here. When have authority figures ever lied about him?
Ha!
If there were a mirror in this cabin and we were supposed to look at it, he would have told us about it.
When have authority figures ever lied about anything? Ha!
Exactly. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? That you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
This cabin's a lot different than last time.
Very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here.
Lies.
This means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense.
Lies.
You died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall.
It's a wall.
Isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You
And it's
reach
gone.
forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
So I think we've established that the mirror is like I think it's like a window for that other entity to see me. And I think this other entity is the thing that the narrator is afraid of. I'm not sure if the narrator is like fully aware of the other entity. Like maybe he has like an inclination. But I think this other entity is definitely a lot stronger than the narrator. And the narrator's afraid of it.
Well, at least we can all agree now that there's nothing to see here. Case closed. Good work, everyone.
Well, let's take the blade.
You take the blade from the shelf. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Well, if we're grabbing a weapon, we should probably keep it hidden behind our backs. She doesn't have to know we have it. That's not actually a bad idea. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw, waiting to swallow you up into the earth. The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice skitters up from below.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
Promise? Say nothing.
Silence, I see. Don't think I've forgotten about you. I recognized the sound of your nervous little footsteps as soon as they came into my home. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
See, Mr. Narrator?
See? She knows us. Is this enough for you to believe what we've been saying?
My other guess is that the narrator is fully aware of this whole different realities. He just doesn't want to let us know that he knows.
Maybe, but you shouldn't let that cloud your judgment. She's just a princess. As long as you remember that and remain focused, slaying her will be easy.
And she's not just the princess.
She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation.
Oh my goodness, you flip-floppy.
You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is.
But she can't break free. That's the other thing, she can't break free.
Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions?
Says the man that told me to grab the knife.
Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk?
Aha.
You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess. Fine, fine. You're the boss.
You're the boss.
Thank you.
Oh, look at her.
Steps, entering the dark room below.
Oh.
You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
Oh.
And there you are. One hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that sharp, sharp blade, no doubt.
That's no fair. How would she know that?
Well.
So, we've dropped the pretenses. Good.
She's acting like she already knows you. I guess what you said back in the woods really was true. That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it. So, you really don't remember us, do you? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. You fought us on it back in the woods. That was when the only perspectives we had were yours and mine. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us?
Yeah, no, it looks pretty much in front of us right now.
Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her. Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy. Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
Look, sorry about last time. Look, I made a mistake. We all make mistakes, right? Don't worry, the blade isn't for you, or not for killing you. I forgot to get you out somehow, right? I get the sense you're not happy with me. I died last time. You didn't. Anyone here shouldn't be trusted, it's you. Look, I know, things got messy last time, but I think there's something bigger than both of us at work. We should team up. Can't you get out of those can't you get out of those on your own? Those chains didn't stop you last time. Why do I have a nagging feeling you're going to stab me in the back if I help you out of here? I don't want to hurt you, but clearly there's some broken trust. Take this as a gesture of my goodwill. Give her the blade. I don't trust you, not enough to free you, and definitely not enough to get close to you. I'm leaving. Bye. I'd like to be straightforward with my intentions. I didn't care for how you treated me last time, and I think you might be a danger to the world. I'm going to attack you now. Well, I didn't go with the intention to kill her in the beginning. The narrator took over my body and made me slay her. I couldn't choose to resist because I've already done that option before, so the game like locked that option out of me. So I'm gonna continue on the path of like being nice to her. I'm gonna choose, I don't want to hurt you, but clearly there's some broken trust. Take this as a gesture of my goodwill. Give her the blade.
You can't be serious. Now, hold on. We should put this to a vote. The blade is one of our most valuable assets. We can't just give it to her. What if she uses it to kill us? I vote no. As do I. Abstain?
Abstain? Even the voice of the hero is like not too sure with that decision. Oh man.
You abstain. She's going to kill us if we give it to her.
This isn't a democracy. We're giving her the blade. Yeah, never mind. That was such an idea. I'm not going to give her the blade. She clearly hates us. No. This isn't a democracy. I'm gonna do this.
You're going to get everyone killed. You know that, right? But of course you do. You toss the blade at the princess's feet. She eyes it with suspicion before kneeling down to pick it up.
I like to keep people on the edge of their seats.
I wouldn't have done that. Why did you?
Because I'm a nice person.
You hear a clanging of metal against the dirt floor, and the chains fall from the princess's wrist.
So on the second loop, it seems like every time the reality, when it changes, she can just slip off those chains. This is not the first time she was able to do this.
She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart. It's a shame we just gave her a weapon, because if I were her, I'd use it on us right now. Luckily for us, you're not her.
Yep.
Oh, we sure think alike, though. I can promise you that. Whatever you say next, you better make it count.
You know, I actually trust the opportunist on this.
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face.
What do you think happens now?
Oh, I like her face. What's up to you? That's why I gave you the blade. I chose last time, and I regret it. So now it's your time to choose. We're both scared and we're both hurting. If one of us doesn't make a change, we'll probably kill each other forever. Do you want that? I don't. We can be better than this. You're beautiful, I want to actually save you, and this feels like the only way to do it. If you're like someone I know, you're probably going to kill me. We're both scared and we're both hurting. If one of us doesn't make a change, we'll probably kill each other forever. Do you want that? I don't. We can be better than this. Let me try this one.
Her shoulders tense and her eyes dart away.
This is another trick. You're trying to sow doubt, but it's not going to work on me.
I'm telling the truth, lady. Ah!
She buries the blade in your heart.
Ah, damn it.
What? No. No, come on, that's not right.
I like her smile, though.
I told you. I told you this is what she was going to do.
Yeah, I believed him, but I still wanted to give it a chance, you know?
Glee dances across her face as you fall to the ground.
I did it. I got you.
You?
The princess seems to tremble, her smile fading quickly, replaced with concern. Her nervous eyes brim with tears.
My compassion worked. At the cost of my life, but it worked.
Why? Why did you let me do this?
But you don't have the strength to respond, nor do you have the time. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The Thorn. Past life gambit. Oh, I didn't read the rest.
You're on a path in the woods. I can't believe she actually stabbed us. I told you not to give her the blade. I told you it would come around to bite us. I voted against it. Yeah, we know. You already got your I told you so's in while we were bleeding out. I just wanted to make sure that everyone here knows that I was and am on the right side of that argument. Oh, you're far from being on the right side of
The
anything.
smitten.
You're fixated on the past, whereas what you should be is fixated on the future.
The smitten.
Ho ho, a visionary. I like it. Tell me more. Gladly, my dear fellow. By cruelly turning on the princess in her moment of vulnerability, we made ourselves an enemy. But by mastering our fear and insecurity and handing over our power, we've begun a journey to something so much deeper.
You know, the smitten is actually right this time. This time, the smitten is correct.
I like journeys. Traveling is a bit of a passion of mine. It makes me so relatable.
Oh,
Now,
shut up,
where are we off to?
opportunist.
Well, if we're lucky, it's a journey to love. She hates us. Does she? She hesitated before stabbing us to death.
This is true.
Maybe she won't be as keen to betray us this time. We've already proven to her that we can change.
Hey, martial art.
So maybe she'll realise that things don't have to end in violence.
Martial art, you missed it, man. The princess was a furry. Like, not monstrous furry like last time, but like humanoid furry. So we'll see what she looks like now.
You know, maybe you're right. In which case, I suppose the only thing to do is to get back to the cabin and give it another try.
This time I need to go into the basement without the blade.
Give what another try exactly? You are aware I've been listening to you, right?
I knew she had some sexy form. Yeah.
It makes no difference if we conspire in the shadows or bear our intentions with open hearts. We are breaking your cruel cycle and whisking her away to freedom.
To
Oh,
freedom.
are you now? Great. So you've
Stealing stuff
obviously
related
been
to
here
university?
before, since you apparently died at least once. Twice, actually.
Twice.
Sure. Twice. Then I'll spare you the little introduction I had planned. You already know about the princess, and clearly you already know that she's dangerous.
Have I
So
been
don't
though?
muck this up. It's bad enough that this isn't your first time through.
A little annoyed since yesterday because my internet was like absolute shit. It still is a bit today. Hopefully it doesn't act up while I'm streaming. And busy. I got so much work to do. But other than that, I'm good. This place is different. It keeps changing.
Wonderful. If the woods themselves are changing, then that's all the more reason for you to take this seriously. It would mean your grip on things is slipping, which, in turn, likely means her influence is spreading. Someone's in the know.
Yeah, right?
I've already said too much. The more information you have, the more difficult your task will be. Don't listen to her, definitely don't free her, and if you can, don't even think about her.
Thus working more talking and Discord if you lonely.
You don't have to worry about me. My head's always empty. Except for thoughts of her.
My head's always empty. I'm going to free her. Or even out. I'm sure she understands that, but we can see what she has to say for herself when we get to the cabin. I hope you don't think I'm planning on freeing her after she stabbed me. Screw the cabin. Sure seem to be taking the whole looping thing in stride. No matter what happens next, it seems like all our answers are in the cabin. Wait, looping thing in stride.
What do you want me to say? It's bad that you've been here before. It's bad for you, it's bad for me, and it's especially bad for the world. The more times you run through this, the more likely it is that you'll fail. You've already failed twice.
But have I? Have I failed?
So you knew this could happen?
Yeah, right? God, I'm trying to get as much information out of the narrator.
Theoretically, sure, I knew this could happen, but I was supposed to be the first. I'd really rather not get into it.
No, let's get into it.
I don't care about where we came from, and I don't care to discuss the theory of anything.
Damn it, Smitten.
I yearn only to bring her freedom. I'm here to feel, not to think. Then we can all move on and forget what I said about failure. It's important that you believe in yourself, and the fact you're here probably means that you still have a chance to pull this off and save the world. My world, at least.
More like it to her, am I right? You know, one thing I've noticed is that before the princess can reach her goal, that entity, that thing, like completely consumes her, you know, like harvesting a crop, you know. The crops are grow, they're ready to harvest, and then it just like it harvests her.
I need to stop talking. Think happy thoughts.
River now, I'm sure she understands that, but we can see what she has. Wait, but we can see what she has to say for herself when we get to the cabin. Yeah.
Yes. Good. Playing both sides. That's what smart people do, and you're the smartest in the room.
This guy and the silver tongue, I swear.
I'm not sure it counts as playing both sides if people can hear you doing it. Buddy, you're thinking in far too few dimensions. There's layers to doing this right, and I'm pretty sure the one making the choices gets that. Trust in the plan.
What plan?
Trust in what plan?
What plan?
The decider's plan. Sure, we don't know what the plan is yet, but that's part of the whole
Oh
trusting
my
thing.
god.
A good leader knows how and when to keep things secret, and sometimes a good leader even knows to keep things secret from himself.
Oh, shut up.
There isn't a plan, and that's the whole point. We're supposed to be guided by emotion. We're supposed to passionately live in the moment, and I'm sure that when the time comes, those passions will tell us to set our darling princess free. If I were you, I'd remember what she's done. You know how dangerous she is. You should know that someone like her shouldn't be let loose upon the world.
No matter what happens next, it seems like all our answers in the cabin.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the base of the cabin. I think it's clear where everyone stands at this point.
Okay.
I don't know if I'd say everyone. You talking about me? I have a position. It's a good one, too. Ignore him, he's just talking for talking's sake. My position is the only one that matters. You know what you have to do.
I don't know if I trust you.
The interior of the cabin is hardly an interior at all anymore. The burned out ruins
There's no knife.
suggest the shape of the structure that once stood here, charred wood still reeking of ash. But beneath it lies the fresh smell of spring growth after rain, the promise of new life in the wreckage of the old.
Good luck, Buzzo. No, see, the thing was, the loop right just before this, you know, she was there chained onto the wall, you know, like ready to kill me or whatever, and I was holding the knife behind my back. And I decided to hand her the knife. And like the voices in my head and the narrator were completely against that. I handed her the knife, and then she comes up next to me with the knife. And she asked me, what do I think is going to happen next? And I chose, is like, listen, we're both clearly stuck in this loop, and we're going to keep dying over and over again until one of us does something different. And the princess thought I was like pulling a trick on her, so she stabs me in the heart. And for like a moment, she's like, haha, you can't fool me. But then like as I'm dying, she then becomes sad, and she's like, why did you let me stab you? And this time, the knife is not here. It's not on the table.
The only furniture of note is the crisp shell of what was once a table. A pristine... Wait, this isn't right. This is supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade?
Yeah, see?
We gave it to her last time. She can't still have it, can she? Well, it's not here. And if she has it...
Uh-huh.
Let me guess. You want to get all chummy with her. Look, as far as I see it, if it's between him and her, I say we side with the one who has the weapon. It's just the smart thing to do. I wouldn't be so hasty. I'm sure the blade will turn up somewhere. She can't have it. That's not how this is supposed to work.
That's not how this is supposed to work. There's so much that the narrator is not telling me.
If she does have it, that's all the more reason to put our faith in her. We've already shown her our heart. Now she has to show us hers.
I agree with the smitten this time around.
Unless her heart tells her to stab us, which doesn't seem unlikely, so yes, I agree. Let's make sure we get on her good side.
Yep. How do we even get down there? The only thing I see is that mirror. Yeah, it's that mirror again.
You're right, the mirror is back. There isn't anywhere for us to go. But there isn't a mirror.
And the narrator still can't see the mirror.
I still don't get his angle here. Either way, I say we take a look. It feels like it's been forever since we've actually seen ourselves. For all we know, our feathers are all out of place. And that's why we haven't yet won her heart. We must put our best face forward. Yeah, we can't go around looking disheveled. A real go-getter takes care of his appearance.
Oh my gosh.
So, is the door to the basement behind the mirror? I promise you there isn't a mirror, and there isn't a door to the basement.
There's
the
a mirror.
entrance is more of a burned-out frame than anything else, and it's right there on the far side of the room. Do you really not see it?
Do you really not see the mirror? Approach the mirror.
You step forward and approach the scorched entryway leading to the basement, hesitating before you begin the descent. You know what you have to do. Wipe away the grit from the mirror, and behold our handsome features.
I also find it interesting that, like, I'm clearly not human, and that clearly does not faze the narrator at all. And the princess is for a moment, the only human-like thing in this entire game. Do you enjoy some game shows, anime recommendations, or you're stuck with work all the time? I haven't really watched anything this year.
It went away when we touched it last time.
Wipe the mirror clean.
Reach forward and wave your hand through the hollow entrance leading to the basement. You really thought there was a mirror there, didn't you? That can't be good. As if things weren't unpredictable enough.
That's the first time the narrator has ever said something to, like, believe me that there's a mirror. Interesting.
Alas, our fine features remain unseen. We'll just have to trust that she'll find us beautiful as we are. Well, seems like the only way to go is forward, isn't it?
Rest and free time. My free time is mostly these streams. These streams are my quote unquote free time. Once like I'm done with the stream, it's like I work, shower, eat, I work, dinner, work a little bit more, and then like about an hour of like just relaxing a little bit and then go to sleep. That's usually how my days play out.
That's where everything tends to be. Let's just put on a good face and have our wits about us.
Enter the basement.
You step through the frame of scorched wood and make your way into the darkness below.
I have a feeling this basement is going to be kind of pretty this time around.
The stairs to the basement are covered in a fine layer of gritty ash.
Well,
The air still feels warm, as if the fires that ruined this place had only recently been extinguished. Yet fresh shoots of thorny branches are already weaving themselves through the soot-covered earth of the walls around you.
well, I was worrying that is all, you know, not to burn yourself out and to have a fun life. I still need to find a balance of
Their
things.
spines point courteously down towards the basement, so you're able to brush past their jagged points with ease. At least on the way down. But you don't need to think about the way back up just yet. That's a matter for after the world's been saved.
Well,
These thorns are an expression of her pain. I know it. She's calling out for help.
the smitten might be onto something here.
Her voice, worn down by pain and suspicion, hobbles up the stairs.
I can't get away from you, can I? You betray me, I kill you, and you come back. You let me kill you, and you come back.
Yeah.
I don't know why you let me do that. I don't know what you want from me.
Oh. She sounds completely lost. I want to figure out a way out of here for good. I don't know what I want. I never really chose to come here. I want to talk. Really, I don't know what I want. I never really chose to come here. This is true.
I think you know how this goes. I'm down here and I can't leave. So come down and talk. It's not like I can stop you.
Okay. Sensible.
Continue down the basement stairs, brushing past the smooth edges of thorns that grow more and more plentiful as you make your way forward. You step out into what was once a vast open cavern, now overrun by briars and prickles and thistles, the space thick with hostile vegetation. At the heart of it all, encased in a tight weave of vines, is the princess, her bloody, trembling hands clutching a pristine blade.
This is the first time in like on the third loop she's maintained her human form. Less grinding work, more chilling. But it's like I'm not grinding. It's like it's just work.
Did you know this was going to happen to me? Are you here to watch me suffer? Are you here to laugh?
Dude, she sounds so sad. No. He did anything wrong. It's like, for me to grind, it will be more like on the Patreon stuff, right? But like my busyness is not so much the Patreon work. It's like, it's my contract work that keeps coming in, which is good. It's good that it keeps coming in because, you know, I need money to live. But the bad thing about it keeps coming in is that I can't put as much time and effort into my Patreon work, which is something I do want to do, but I can't give up the freelance work because that pays my bills. Patreon work does not. So it's that little balance of those two things that's like, ugh. Did you know this was going to happen to me? Are you here to watch me suffer? Are you here to laugh? Oh, damn, she's so sad. Yeah, I'm here to laugh. What do you think would happen after you killed me? Did you think I wouldn't hold it against you? I'm not here to laugh. I'm here to free you if you let me. I can cut you free, but you'll have to give me the blade. You're in a prison of your own making. I broke our cycle of violence. If you still want to wallow in it, be my guest. Yeesh. I guess I don't have anything left to say to you. Trying to leave. Fine, if you're going to be like that, I am going to leave. Have a nice life. Looking for your Patreon to work out? Well, I hope it works out. I would like to only focus on making sexy anime figures. I'm not here to laugh. I'm here to free you if you'll let me. Dude, she's so sad.
I want to trust you.
Mm-hmm.
Her grip tightens on the blade.
But you're hiding something, aren't you? Why would you help me if you weren't helping yourself?
You're not the only one who yearns for freedom. I'm as trapped as you are. I think we need to leave together. Is there nothing I can say to change your mind? You know, this is very true. I am trapped in this loop just as much as she is. Like, I got a narrator that's telling me what to do that can apparently take over my body when he's not happy. And she has that entity that keeps, like, I guess, consuming her life. So we are both trapped here. You're not the only one who yearns for freedom. I'm as trapped as you are. I think we need to leave together.
The princess clutches the blade closer to her chest.
That sounds nice. I'm so tired of the bad blood between us. But it's hard to let it go. You've hurt me.
Mm-hmm.
Her eyes dart away from yours for a brief moment.
And I've also hurt you.
Okay. Is there nothing I can say to change your mind?
I don't know. What can either of us really say at this point? How can we trust something as hollow as words?
She's got a point.
She's right. There's nothing left to say. So let's get a move on and do something before she comes up with a scheme to get out of here on her own.
Shut up, opportunist.
We don't need words to send a message. It is through action that we can show her our adoration, our devotion, our kindness.
Then maybe it's past time for either of us to say anything. All that counts is action. Can I take the blade now? Then maybe it's I'm gonna go with this.
You reach towards her bloodied hands, laying your palm on her trembling fingers. For a moment, she clutches it even tighter, her knuckles going white with the effort.
Okay.
But then the tension fades. Her grip finally loosens and she allows you to take the weapon.
Okay.
You carefully pull it free from the thorns, though they scrape at your skin, leaving red trickles of fresh blood all along your arms.
The angry look? It's more of a sad look.
She trusts us. She trusts us. Doesn't that set your heart aflutter? Yeah, a little. It could just be nerves. Being this close to her does bring back unpleasant memories, but I don't know, it doesn't feel bad. It feels good. Like we're special to her.
The frown eyebrows.
We are special to have gained an ounce of trust from a maiden so guarded. Now all that remains is to free her from her bindings.
As long as the narrator doesn't take over my body again.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's show her how much both of us have changed. Or, hear me out,
No.
we slay her.
No.
Right now. She's never been so helpless, and if we don't take advantage of that, we may never get another chance.
No.
That sounds like a splendid idea. You should listen to him.
You shut up, narrator.
I see that the lines have been drawn. It's 2 against 1. It's 2 against 2.
Ugh.
You don't count.
Yeah.
And why shouldn't he count? Because he's clearly not one of us.
Yeah.
That doesn't matter. He's been with us the whole time. He should get a say.
No.
So, did you mean it? Or was I a fool to hand my life to you?
Cut her free, slay the princess. I just wanted my blade back. You're on your own. Cut her free.
Yes, what a good idea. Let's cut her free.
This opportunist dude. Oh my god, such a flip-flopper. Space is whopping 70%. Nice.
Oh, so you're suddenly team free her? You can't just switch sides as soon as we make a decision. I can do whatever I want, and I believe with my whole heart that this is the right course of action. Let's free this princess.
As long as the narrator doesn't try to take over my body.
Everyone deserves a chance at redemption. Let him join us and be merry. We are all united by our passion.
This is like Italy in World War II.
That's right. What he said. We've already given him a chance at redemption. And who says I don't deserve another? I really mean it this time. I'm big enough to admit when I'm wrong. So I want to help you all free her. And I have no problem with that. Welcome to the team. You're one of us now. One of the good guys.
One of the good guys.
You take the blade to the thorny vines imprisoning the princess, and she flinches, relaxing only slightly as the blade slices into the thick vegetation rather than her arm. And she flinches again as the last of the vines is cut away, as if, after all of that, she's still expecting you to turn on her and stab her in the heart. But you're not going to do that, are you? Still, all it would take is a single slip of the blade.
Oh, shut up, narrator.
Such a pathetic attempt at distraction and subterfuge. Our blade is a dashing sword, and every dashing sword is an extension of its hero. It won't slip. You're right. He can't even make it slip, can he? He's a bit of a nobody.
Oh,
Good thing
shut
I've
up,
been on your
opportunist.
side of all this since the beginning.
Don't give the man ideas.
The princess falls into your arms, tears streaking down her cheeks. I can't believe you're making me describe this. I hate you.
You actually meant it. You rescued me.
Yes.
Do you see the way she's looking at us? Kiss her. Kiss her now before the moment ends.
Of course I did.
She smiles, her hand slipping into yours, and the two of you rush to the basement stairs.
She's gonna get reaped.
You should have kissed her, you fool. It was the perfect moment. Shameful, really, that the same thorns that so graciously allowed you downstairs are now blocking your only way out.
Rizzler's mostly right. I don't know. Maybe I can try that next time if I can even come to this moment again, because it seems like the game will like lock me out of parts I've already done.
Please, after all the trials we've been through, do you really think a few measly thorns can stop us? Love is an even more powerful weapon than our blade.
I don't know about that.
We cut through those other vines just fine. They're only thorns. I'm not afraid of getting a few scrapes.
First it's kind of creepy, but it's just a game.
I'm not even sure we need to do any cutting. We can just move them out of the way. What a pathetic showing, really.
A few pointy sticks can't keep us down here. We're both meant for so much more than this.
Cut the thorns, step into the thorns. Cut the thorns, step into the thorns. These thorns are much bigger. Let's step into them.
As you step into the thorns covering the basement stairs, they yield.
They yield. Oh.
Both you and the princess ascend the stairs without obstacle. This is unacceptable. The second you step out of this cabin with her, the world ends. Do you hear me? What did the world ever do to you to deserve this?
This is the first time I'm willingly exiting the cabin with the princess. But I think this time it's better, you know?
Your nightmare is our dream. Whatever world would condemn an innocent like her to a cycle of violence and despair isn't a world worth saving. We'll weave something new together. Something better.
Yeah.
You and the princess hesitate at the cabin door. This is your last chance. We've already made our decision.
Yep.
We're finally leaving here together, aren't we? And all we had to do was trust each other. It wasn't easy, but I'm glad we finally could.
Mm-hmm. Step into your freedom.
Hands clasped.
Turning over a new
two of
leaf.
you
Work
open the door,
through some issues
step
and learn
out
to trust
into a
again.
New day, you irredeemable murderers.
What do we do now? Where's everything going? Why is it so cold?
It's happening again. Yep. There she goes. She gets reaped. She can never leave the cabin. Like, it always ends that way. You don't get the chance to respawn, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Since we're on this indie horror streak, when will you play I Am Not a Human? I don't think I've heard of that game.
There's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
It's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before, and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. Yes, I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt. If they think it's bad, I'm with them.
It's not the end. Whatever is on the other side is going to be nice. Yeah, that's
Okay.
true.
If you say so. She'll be there waiting for us. I just know it.
What am I going to look like this time?
I know. We're going places.
Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've unraveled. I do look a bit undifferent this time. I'm more skinnier. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You are at the cabin.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it.
Okay. Do you think there are people out there?
It doesn't matter if there are. People are too small for us. You and I are the only things that interest me.
Interesting. Kind of romantic. Do you think that anything is real out there? Do you think we're real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
Okay. Do you have thoughts on this vessel?
This one yearns for connection she feels she doesn't deserve. Even when shown compassion, she hid herself away. She will make for a cautious heart.
Okay.
Do not mourn her. She isn't alone anymore.
She's in there with all the different versions of herself. Do you know what's going to happen when you awaken?
If I did, I would already be awake.
When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one? This is a good question.
No, their minds are empty, existent, but constantly shifting into something new. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
I think so. He does. I don't know why, but I know this for a fact. He does. I don't know what I'm going to do when I don't know what I'm going to do when I find him. He does, and when I find him, you and I are finally going to have answers. He does, and when I find him, I'm going to kill him. He does, but you're going to keep that to yourself. I don't know why, but I know this for a fact. He does, and when I find him, you and I are finally going to have answers. I'll go with this one.
Do not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves.
Do not look to one who fears me for your truth. So I was right in this sense. Well, I think this is confirming what I was thinking, that the narrator knows the existence of her, and the narrator doesn't want to tell me about that. And that's the reason why the narrator wants me to kill the princess. Because with each different version of the princess that dies, this lady here consumes the princess and becomes part of her. And it seems like once she's consumed enough, she can break free of this area. And I don't think she's entirely bad. She's been nice to me. Fair, kind of benevolent. How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
One. Whatever you bring me next will be enough, and then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular. A final multitude.
Oh shit, we're almost done. If this is the last time, is there anything you would like me to bring you? This is the last stage before your completion. Then I'm not going back. I'm just going to stay here. I'm ready to go back. No, is there anything you would like me to bring you? I kind of already know the answer to this question, but I'm gonna ask anyways.
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
Yeah, I figured. Because she mentioned that, like, once she's complete and ready to leave, that the decision will be up to me. Either I kill her. She's like, she said, you can try it and kill me. I won't stop you. But the fact that she says you can try makes me think I might not be able to. I can go with her, or I can stay in this realm here by myself. I'm not going back. I'm just gonna stay here. If this is the last stage before your completion, then I'm not going back. I'm just going to stay here. We have fate for her far worse than death. What the heck? Yeah, I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are.
And I want to know what I am. I don't know what I am, dude.
I will be here, waiting for you.
Oh, everything goes dark and you die. A cautious heart. The hero and the princess.
You're on a path in.
And save right there. Professionalists don't need words.
You're here to slay her.
And here we go again. I know what we were talking about. Can the person found it? Can't someone else do this? Forget this. I'm not doing this. You consider that maybe I'm okay with ending the world? Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with ending the world?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end. I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
The end of the world we're talking about. Have you considered that maybe one of the reasons because she's locked up? Can someone else do this? Forget this, I'm not doing this. Do I get a reward? Silently continue.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save Princess. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust.
Okay, we've heard this.
The only blade is your implement.
The game is locking me out of that. I figured it wasn't gonna let me go in the basement without the blade this time. Okay, so we're gonna... Okay, what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna take the blade to the basement, and then I'll be like, yo, let's get out of here.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
But the one thing I have not done is just outright just kill the princess, like from the get-go. That's the one thing I have not done. The music changed.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
I don't remember this music playing the very first time I took the blade in the very, very, very first route. I don't remember the music becoming like this. Or maybe it did.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Yeah, this is the voice she had the very first time.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hey, I think I'm here to kill you. No, let me just continue down the stairs.
Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs
Yeah.
and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful.
Yeah, this is...
Is she really a threat to the world?
We're back to the very first route.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
What? No way. Why would you even think that? Okay, yeah, you caught me. Here to kill you. Nuh-uh, I haven't decided yet. I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare. It's fine.
Will the game let
We
me
can
drop the
decide what we
blade?
want to do
Because I already...
after we talk to her.
I already
Maybe
dropped
she
the
really
blade.
is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
I dropped the blade the very first time. Oh, I can do it. Okay, drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed.
We'll be fine.
Okay.
I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Yeah, it's kind of awkward. Relationship? Are you coming on to me? What'd I get you out here? I'm here because you're supposed to end the world. There's people out there. What's your name? How long have you been down here? Do you know why I'm here to kill you? A relationship? Are you coming on to me?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
She's so cold. How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't... well, we can always put that knife to good use.
You.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting.
Oh, she is.
Right? She is. I'm sure of it.
I'm here because you're supposed to end the world. There's people out there. Yeah, we've done that. What's your name? How long you been down here? Do you know why I'm here to kill you?
Do you?
No, I don't. I know what I've been told. Whether or not I believe it is an entirely different matter.
So, you're not going to share? How pointless. If you want to talk, I'll talk. But this isn't talking.
Fair enough. Let's see this.
Don't just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
Okay.
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
Mm-hmm.
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so... dangerous?
They have not. I was hoping you'd tell me. No, I'm sure there are other reasons. No, and if I'm being honest, I'm more inclined to trust you than I'm inclined to trust them.
Sooner or later, you'll understand that I have your best interests at heart. Hopefully sooner.
How sweet. Now be a pal and help me get out of here, would you? We could figure out how to deal with them after I'm free.
She sounds a whole lot more vengeful. So the princess, actually, I've changed my mind. Examine the chains. I'll see what I can do.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
Is she gonna gnaw off her wrist again?
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key is still lying around somewhere up there. And if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free. Wait, and if there isn't a key, do you have any ideas besides me cutting you out of here?
That would be fine. I can lose an arm.
Ah.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs
And there it goes
slams
again.
shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Try the
You
door.
try the door, but it's locked from the outside. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
The person closing the door is 100% the narrator.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier for whom?
Exactly.
Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yep.
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Try me. Save the princess.
Against your better judgment,
Yeah,
you place
again.
the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh.
Yeah.
The blade is sharp and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
She's so cold this time. Approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of
Ah,
that.
he's gonna take over me again.
Let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches
Yeah,
the
here
bottom
we go.
stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Oh, I can still warn her.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Ah.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive.
Oh, he's taking over my body at this moment. I can choose resist. Last time I couldn't, this time I can.
The blade. Move the blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes.
Oh.
I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Oh, this time she's gonna kill me in just like one hit. When before, when we were being nice, she was like missing like every single vital organ.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease.
Oh.
Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it?
Just like Miku hitting you with a pipe. I'm sorry.
I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
Hell yeah, it was worth it. The prisoner.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And you're here to slay her.
But I die. What I'm doing here? Okay, no. Will she be a dominatrix this time?
It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. We've just met for the first time, you and I.
Oh wait, I think that's a little bit different.
Don't forget what he did to us the last time around.
The skeptic.
I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth.
The skeptic.
There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess.
Finally,
Just have to keep trying.
the skeptic. Finally.
I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
Oh, cat in the box? Yeah. Yeah, she spent like an hour and a half on one runaway segment because she kept dying.
And as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large? I told you about the stakes of this situation less than a minute ago.
I don't trust you, narrator.
Those are two very different questions, but
So she's a gamer
fine,
like
I'll
you?
indulge you if
No!
that's what it takes to get you moving.
Damn it, no.
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've
I'm a
met me, or at least
programmer,
a version
man.
of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
I died because you took over my body. I would have lived.
The absolute irony. Well, that's one way to put it, I guess.
You really don't remember what happened last time, do you? You practically forced the princess to kill us.
Yep.
That doesn't sound like the sort of thing I'd do, which is honestly all the more reason for you to not buy into whatever self-delusions the three of you are crafting.
Yeah.
But this is a thought experiment, so I suppose I'll continue to give you the benefit of the doubt. If I did practically force the princess to kill you, it
Oh,
was probably for a good reason. Did you try and free her? Did you say something really mean to me? Because if I really did what you said I did, you probably deserved it. I'm a professional, after all.
yeah, I'm not buying that.
Sure you are.
Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything?
Yeah, there you go.
Of course there weren't any consequences.
I like
You
my
forced the princess
self-delusions
to
and
kill us, now
daydreaming
everyone's right
helps
back
me
where they
got you
started.
today.
That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
That's too true.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical
Okay, we've heard this part
if it's the
before,
latter,
and we heard this
what do you
part,
think the people there live
and we heard this
happily-
part.
What a conveniently ambiguous group of things for her to ruin. For all we know, the princess left the cabin and never saw another soul.
You know what? That may be true.
Oh, how I wish that were the case, but if the princess weren't a certain inevitable threat to the world, the four of us wouldn't be here. And yet, here we are.
You're talking in circles.
No, I'm talking in facts.
Let's talk about this princess. I want to see if I can
Just be
just
quick
get
about
some
it.
more information out of him.
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is.
But I thought you don't
It's
need
a
this
path in the
distractions.
woods.
We all need
Don't
distractions.
overcomplicate things. Look,
Yeah, the
Oh.
prophecy special.
of course you're special.
Yes. Right. We're here because we're special.
You're special.
Look, you're annoyed that you're here. I get it. I'm also annoyed that I'm here. But we're all in this together, and we're dealing with a bit of a ticking clock right now, so please just get to the cabin.
Being
I've told you
cagey.
everything you need to know. Not to sound like a broken record,
Yep, it's all the same things.
she just can.
You haven't given us an ounce of proof. You do know that, right?
Yep.
What proof could you possibly ask for? Literally anything. Fine. Check your pockets.
Oh, this is new. Check your pockets.
You put your hands in your pockets and pull out an envelope with the words, "The Evidence," written across the front.
Oh. I guess it was worth it choosing the same options over and over and over again. There was bound to be something different.
Within, you find a note
Ah,
in your
son-
handwriting. It reads,
This cheeky
"The
bastard.
princess will end the world if you don't stop her. This is an immutable truth."
This cheeky bastard. This. So. Such a cheeky son of a bitch. At the very least, this proves one thing to me. This narrator dude is like some kind of god of this reality. Hey Elaine, how you doing? I asked for evidence, like, fine, okay, you want evidence? Fine, check your pockets. And he materialized this cheeky ass note in my pocket. There is a lot this narrator is not telling me.
That doesn't prove anything. How do we know you didn't just forge our handwriting?
I wish I could tell you more, but there are some rules I have to follow for all our sakes. Please just trust that these rules are in place for a reason. I'm on your side.
I don't believe him.
You mean you're on our side as long as we do what you tell us to?
Exactly.
Because you not doing what I tell you to do means you're putting the world at risk. I think we've got everything out of him we're gonna get.
That's all.
Right, now if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further.
Here we go again.
She will lie
And
she will
cheat.
cheat.
Da, da, da.
Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink.
Wink. Wink.
Did you just say wink out loud? No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat,
Oh.
and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge.
The Dami Mami run.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
There's anything about the mirror on the wall.
He definitely did not. Does a mirror not count as furniture of note to you? Because it should. There isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. I think you know what we have to do.
Check the mirror. Why would you lie about that? What's the point?
Exactly. Why would I lie?
So cabin's different than last time.
Very different. Yes, but why? Did he change it? Or did it change all on its own? Maybe it's a different cabin entirely. Now isn't that a novel thought? Maybe you haven't actually been here before. I hope this means you'll finally drop your ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died.
Hey,
You
living
certainly
stone.
haven't been killed by the princess.
Thank you for the follow.
So
Oh, my
focus
throat.
up. Don't get distracted by minor details.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
There's a mirror.
This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago. And now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back.
Yes, yes. We're gonna enter the basement without the blade.
I'm afraid I'm going to insist we take the blade. We're in a dangerous situation and I'm not letting us go down there without a weapon. Are you sure? She killed us with it last time. What if she turns it against us again? Yes, I'm sure. And I've already got a plan for that. Still with those past life delusions, are we? I hope part of that plan is don't
So I'm waiting
give
for
the
that
world
time to
any
fix.
monstrosity
Time I
your only
see.
weapon.
Unless
Unless
I
you've
get
decided
reminded
to
of
arm
it.
the princess, I don't think you need to worry about her having a weapon. Peachy, we'll be fine. Okay, I'm trusting you.
Hey, don't I get a say here? What's the big idea?
Normally, yeah, but not about this. Call it a reflex. We take the knife as we go. Wonderful.
No.
Do exactly that, sweeping the blade from the table before proceeding to the basement.
No. Hey, that's not fair. I chose not to take it. They overrid my decision.
Don't worry about it. We have a knife, so what? It's not like we have to use it.
No, you guys are making a big mistake.
No, you don't have to do anything, but you do well to use it regardless. Moving on.
The voices in my head are committing mutiny against me. Mutiny, I say, mutiny.
door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path,
Just get to the
dancing across
get
glimmering
pegged.
patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Does she remember us?
Mm-hmm.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap.
This is like the most chained up we've ever seen her. Both arms and her neck. What the heck? This is the opposite of my idea.
So much for cutting her out of here. Do you hear yourself right now? Cutting her out of here never should have been on the table. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
Right? Is that meant for me?
That was there last time too, wasn't it?
There was always one there. Yeah.
It was.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Okay. I'm not sure I need to do much of anything. Do you see how locked up she is? I'm just going to leave it here. Leave the princess in the basement. Sit with her.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
Fair enough.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Sit where you were told to sit.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
My intentions, what do you mean? I've been here before. Am I the only one who remembers that? What happened after I died last time? The other chain on the wall, who is it for? What would you have me do? I think I'm just going to leave you here, actually. You're not much of a threat to anyone locked up. Okay, no. I've been here before. Am I the only one who remembers that?
Oh, are we acknowledging that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But yeah, I remember.
Okay, good. Honesty is the best policy.
I guess what you said back in the woods really was true. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things.
It says complicated things. Narrator 247 has screwed the pooch. Now it's up to me.
It's complicated things. How exactly?
Thank you, Skeptic, for asking the questions I'm always asking.
Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion.
You know what I'm noticing? Her crown is a lot more bolded this time around.
The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency.
Contingency?
A contingency for what? For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck. Now hold on, if you knew this could happen, why didn't you believe us back in the woods? Why lay out all those hypotheticals? We didn't have to talk in circles.
Yeah.
I needed you to believe this was your first time here, even if that wasn't the truth. I hoped if I pushed back hard enough, I could cram this seeping mess back into the bottle.
So he knows about all this shit.
And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative. That's pathetic. I never said I wasn't. I get it.
It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that. Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky, so don't waste that luck by messing it up again. Alright?
Hey, I wasn't the one that messed anything up. It was you who took over my body.
Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark?
Yeah.
The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much.
Duh.
Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that.
I refute that.
I won't. Just give it a rest. This isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
You were asking about my intentions earlier. What did you mean by that? What happened after I died last time? What happened after I died last time?
Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them. And now you're back.
Is that really all she knows?
I believe her.
It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
Yeah.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how.
We both are definitely stuck in this loop. The other chain on the wall. Who's it for?
I don't know, but you could always try it on. Maybe it'll fit.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
I'm gonna lock myself in that chain. Inspect the shackle.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. And why is that? Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is?
Well, what's so bad about that? I'll have company.
And what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it? I don't know. Maybe it will. He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate.
Yep.
But what if he's telling the truth? He isn't. I am.
Inspect the shackle.
Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall. The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you inspect it, though she can't fully hide her curiosity. I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next. What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad. Is it bad? Yes, it's bad. Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time. Fine. As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism. Before you can so much as blink, it practically leaps from your hands, snapping around your neck.
Ah, magic shackles.
And, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your blade, which is flung from your hand and sent skittering across the floor of the basement. Excuse me? Yes? Are we stuck here now? Yes.
Prison of the mind. You've become your own jailer.
Huh, so it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we? That's funny.
What are we supposed to do now? Can't even cut ourselves out. Guess we'll starve.
Interesting. Never seen this. This is the first time we're seeing this room from this perspective.
That's horrible. It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information. Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch. No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
Did you know this was gonna happen to me? So we're both stuck here.
Yep.
What should we do?
Wait, I guess. Maybe something else will happen. Maybe not.
Not one for small talk, are you?
Nope.
That's rude.
Did you know this was gonna happen to me? Okay, wait in silence.
You and the princess wait in silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something. You're waiting for anything. This is so boring. There must be something we can do to get out of here. There must be something we're missing. But there isn't. Time passes. It passes and passes and passes. And the basement of the cabin remains much the same. It is cold and silent. At least the world is safe. It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything. But she's not ending anything. She's just sitting there. Her very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it. How exactly does that work?
Yeah.
It just does.
Aw, come on.
But your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time. And after that, even more time passes again. And let me guess, the cabin remains the same. If time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things work.
Yeah.
I suppose you're...
Whoop. I suppose you're correct. Things are changing. The differences are small at first. Bit of weathering here, bit of erosion there, but they get larger and larger. Hey, have you noticed the basement changing?
I don't like small talk. Remember?
Still rude.
Continue to wait in silence.
You continue to wait in silence, and the cabin continues to change. The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, can watch lichen spread along the seams of the walls.
That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed? What happened to starving? We should have died by now if the rocks around us are starting to erode.
That's true.
She hasn't starved.
I guess she hasn't.
Even more silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves through the increasingly porous walls of the basement. Dirt seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both. Time continues to pass, and pass, and pass, until suddenly, there are no walls. And then...
the narrator's gone.
And...
I think he's gone.
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of us. So this is the outside world. It's cold.
Oh, it's happening again. But you did not get a chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
she's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
We're scared. This is the end for you, but it's not the end for me.
But it feels so bad, like looking into it right now.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
It's not the end. Whatever is on the other side, it's going to be nice. I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay.
Okay. If you say so.
Feels too good to be true.
Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You are nothing at all. Oh, shit. Oh! My cursor. This is the first time I'm... Wait, is this the first time my cursor looks like this? It looks like the head of a bird. Oh, there it is. But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze and then you see it. A figure, faint and veiled in shadow, just beyond the reflection. Yeah, this face right here is what my cursor looks like. The head of like a bird. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
The narrator? A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image of the glass in two. Then another crack forms and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. Oh shit. And then another crack forms and another, yeah. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever get to see you. What are you? Are you something like me? If you're not me, then what are you? I have so many questions for you. Does it hurt when pieces of you break off like that? I'm sorry, I don't want to destroy you. Will it help if I look away or stop questioning? Every time I ask you something, it's like a piece of you breaks. Or are you a part of me? Or are you something else? You're the one who wanted me to slay the princess. Why? I've met you many times. Have you been the same... Wait, have you been the same you all along? I wasn't supposed to see all of this, was I? What is this place? Where are we? Oh shit, so many questions, and I want to... Okay. You're the one who wanted me to slay the princess. Why?
Because among other things, she is death itself. To rid the world of suffering, to save untold trillions from being lost forever to the cosmic wind, she must be destroyed. And despite how far you've fallen, you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
Oh shit. Okay, looks like I can't ask him everything. If you're not me, then what are you? I have so many questions for you. Does it hurt when pieces of you break like that? I'm sorry, I want to show you. Every time I ask a question to her, pardon me. You said she contains death. What is she?
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can.
Wait. She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. Change is not necessarily a bad thing, though. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die. For she becomes that which others perceive her to be. She becomes what other people perceive her to be. That explains like why she looks so different based on my decisions. If you want me to destroy the concept of transformation, how is that existence any better than death? Or even different from death at all? Honestly, it feels worse. That's what I'm thinking. If I destroy her, won't I be alone? Do you have anything to say for yourself for all of this hubris? After everything you've done to us, do you think anyone deserves to live? Do you know that things won't... Wait, do you know that things won't just be worse if I destroy her? What would it be like to live in a world without her? So you're the narrator. Okay, hold on. This was what I was thinking, because change is not a bad thing. I mean, change is all about life. If you want me to destroy the concept of transformation, how is that existence any better than death? Or even different from death at all? Honestly, it feels worse.
When I broke the cycle, I made sure that the tear was rough. You carry a part of what should be her, and she carries a part of what should be you. Things won't be as they are now, but they won't be nothing either.
Wait. When I broke the cycle, I made sure that the tear was rough. Carry a part of what should be her, and she carries a part of what should be you.
Besides, anything is better than oblivion. In the end, nobody wants to leave.
You're delusional. Do you have anything to say for yourself for all this hubris? After everything you've done to us, do you think anyone deserves to live? What would it be like to live in a world without her? I was made to do this single task? Who made me? What am I?
You're the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
What? So that final area where we always see that entity, the long quiet, that entire thing is me? The god I made to rid the world of death. If you made us, then I want you to know that this has been torture. Does anyone else know about this? Does anyone else know about us? I don't want to be a god. I want to be me. A god? I always knew I was special. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I ever get to meet you. Why couldn't you have told me all this from the start? I would have helped you destroy her. If she's capable of becoming whatever people believe her to be, can't I just will her into something small? Are you a god, or were you a god? Why did you make her a princess? Of all things, why is she a princess? Why couldn't she be an ant? Or a slice of soggy bread? How am I supposed to destroy an abstract concept? What if neither of us leave this place? Does that work? Can we just stay here together and leave the people out there alone? I don't think so. Why would you want to rid the world of death?
If you need to ask that question, there's nothing I can say to move you. You haven't died. You cannot die. So you cannot grasp the abject horror of dying.
Huh? Wait, hold on. Hold on. I'm sorry, every time you ask me to break, part of me. Are you a god? Or were you a god? How did you die? Why did you make her princess? Of all the things, why is she a princess? How am I supposed to try after God? Hold on. Are you a god or were you a god?
No. In life, I was painfully mortal. A witness to the end of days. I held the fear of death in my heart and saw oblivion threaten the very memory of everything I knew and everyone I loved. I needed to do something.
Huh.
So I made you. And I made her. And I made this place to hold you both.
Dude, you gotta let it go. You gotta let it go. You're delusional. Huh. Many questions for you. Does it hurt when pieces of you break off like that? I'm sorry. I don't want to destroy you. I'll help you look away. Reduce your break. I'm gonna tell me all this. Scale becoming. What's like that? The same. How did you die?
I killed myself.
That.
It had to be done, really. None of this would have worked if I was still alive. Nobody living could know about her.
Oh, killed yourself. Who cares about dying? What is this place? What if neither of us leave this place? Does that work? Can we just stay here together and leave people out there alone?
It wouldn't work. Her nature as the shifting mound makes it so nothing can last forever as it is now. It wouldn't matter how long the two of you waited. Eventually she would find a way to leave. And then everything would change. Everything would face oblivion.
I think he's kind of delusional, man.
Until then, the clock ticks on.
Let me go all the way down to the bottom. Is there a difference between leaving this place and staying here? Just illustrated concept. Well, Princess why Princess? I'm supposed to say all this. Scale will become whatever I believe. Can I will it something small? Told me all this from the start. Pardon me. Every time I ask you something, a piece breaks. It hurts. I have so many questions for you. You're the narrator. God, I don't want to be a god. Anyone know what would it be like to live in a world without? What would it be like to live in a world without her?
Light. Burdenless. An eternal pattern of forgetfulness leading into the joys of rediscovery. Everyone will be with the ones they love. No more fear. No more howling chaos. Just life. Forever.
No. No. It won't be like that.
There's a cruel irony to it all. The only way I could share my dream with the world was to never be able to see it for myself.
Dude, no. You're delusional.
I'm only delusional if I'm wrong. And I'm not wrong. I can't be wrong.
You are wrong. Can you imagine every single living thing never having to die? Essentially living for eternity? No. Death of the author. Run out of questions. I think you're out of time. I'm not going to slay her, and I want you to know that before you die for good. Rest easy, I'm going to destroy her. Lie. Rest easy, I'm going to destroy her. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. I still have to see what she thinks about all this. Yeah, I'm not gonna let him go easy. Just because he created me and dragged me into his delusional conquest. I'm not gonna let him rest easy.
I've said my piece, and my time is up. I'm just an echo, and every echo fades away. You know what you have to do.
As the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with newfound clarity. The long quiet, all of this is you. Yeah, so this entire plane of existence is me. The narrator was right. You are the long quiet, a vast and nascent god. And it's finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Proceed to the cabin one last time. Patient heart. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. No. Huh? What?
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me.
I like what I see. I really like what I see.
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
Oh shit. I've missed you too. Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation? I'm the long quiet, but I don't really know what that means. Well, I'm gonna say I missed you too. She unfurls an endless cascade of smiles in response, and then patiently waits for you to continue. Aw, do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
I agree with that. I am the long quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
Oh, so what actually are you? What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes.
Oh.
So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
Yeah, see, that's my whole like perspective. Like, if things don't naturally die, then what's the point? It's like, yeah, you have life because you have death. You can't have one without the other. There's so many stories we've left unfinished. Can we really just leave? Don't you have a say in all this? Why is this all falling on me? Let's talk this through. I still have so many questions and I need answers before I can make my choice. If I let you out, an entire world ends for good. I can't do that. If you were always going to become this, then what was the point of me doing anything? Didn't even matter what roads I walked if all of them would have led to this moment? There has to be another way. This can't just come down to me destroying you or letting you out. I won't do it. I told you what was going to happen when we reached this point, slay the princess. Slay the princess. I think it's time for us to leave this place, but I don't know how to leave or where to go. Hold on. There's so many stories we've left unfinished. Can we really just leave?
Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end, pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us.
Okay. Don't you have a say in all this? Why is this all falling on me?
Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts.
Okay.
If we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict.
Okay. Sorry, I was just snoozing an ad. Still have so many questions, and I need answers before I can make my choice.
My very nature is yours. You cannot use words to grasp at things that are beyond their reach. And you cannot rationalize that which defies logic.
Okay.
But violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you,
No, 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 no,
then
no.
so be it.
No, 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 no.
To question everything is to deny the truth in front of you. By believing in your suffering, you make your suffering real. By believing in your limitations, you placed a shackle on your neck.
No, 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 no. I'm gonna free you. I'm just curious.
Bound for eternity, you saw the need for impermanence. And it was through that need that you carved our freedom.
Okay.
Without impermanence, the suffering of living things is infinite. Would you strip my gifts away and leave everyone to suffer in the dark?
No. Address the vessel's statement directly. Appear to shared humanity. You speak about life and death and change and stagnation, but that isn't what any of this has been about. Reject her authority. You've done nothing but lecture me since the minute I got here. Argue your independence. You act as though the world can't exist without you, but I've existed without you. Reject her perspective. I won't engage with an argument that favors death and suffering. Appeal to your shared humanity. You speak about life and death and change and stagnation, but that isn't what any of this has been about. Address the vessel statement directly. Would you strip my gifts away and leave everyone to suffer in the dark? Appeal to your shared humanity. You speak about life and death and change and stagnation, but that isn't what any of this is about. I'm conflicted between these two. Hold on. I want to save. Okay. Appeal.
Oh, is it not? Perhaps you can enlighten me.
Yes. Oh,
Is it mine? And some thoughts nurture thorns that bleed the soul, and endless growth that blots your vision and strangles your trust.
Oh. This is all from the different routes.
When I succumbed to myself, you patiently stood by me and cut the thistles that rooted in my skin.
This is the different routes.
Your compassion is what freed us both, but compassion is a thing that must be nurtured, and you cannot nurture that which cannot change.
This has always just been about us, two people forced to hurt each other again and again and again. But we don't have to hurt each other anymore.
You cling to your notion of pain is suffering. There is beauty in ugliness, and love in conflict.
You are devoured. Pray for something bigger than you that stalks and slinks in shadows. But we had a dance unfinished, and in the pitch black of the earth we found it, a ravenous symphony of death and rebirth.
The dance is its own truth. It is the movement that matters, not the pause you mistake for an ending.
There can be love and conflict and... Wait. There can be love and conflict and beauty and ugliness between us without bringing the whole of reality into picture. Snooze the ad. That was my last snooze. Yeah. If we remember anything from the beginning of the game, it says that this is a love story.
We are the whole of reality.
Oh, it's that one.
Never tried to stay harness your heart because I can't stand to see it go?
Oh, look, that's me.
Love melted into skepticism, and you pulled back layer after layer after layer, until all you were left with was the knowledge that you did not know me.
Look at it. It's the crazy one.
You sought the truth, then. Will you hide from him now that it is within your grasp?
My thoughts alone were enough to reduce you into nothing. Jeez. Jeez. We're not the whole of reality. Why won't you see me the way I still see you? Why won't you see me for what I am?
I could ask you the same. There is only room for one of us to be blind here, and I know it to be you. We are each other's mirrors, and are we not divine?
I wouldn't be so sure about that. Not the divine part, about the only me being the only blind one.
There are few things more terrifying than one's own heart, and there is almost nothing more terrifying than sharing it with another.
Interesting.
But the most terrifying thing of all is to leave one's heart unshared. You are the only thing like me, and I am the only thing like you.
Okay.
Could you bear the weight of an eternity alone? Do you dare to shape a reality of solitude and thrust it on creation?
Okay. This doesn't have to be so big. You can come back down to my level. You can come back to me.
Why would I stoop to your level when I'm offering you ascension to mine? It's so peaceful here. Beautiful, eternal, but ever-changing.
As the clash between you abates, the princess withdraws, trembling.
You are unmovable. Is it by the design of our conflict that I cannot win? Or are you just that fervent in how you cling to delusion?
Well, jeez.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
It's easy to believe in the things you believe in when you get to sit above it all. What do you think happens if we leave? Okay, I'm ready to go now, but how do we leave? I never wanted to fight you, but how do we leave? It's like, I was told there was enough of you in me to preserve meaning in existence. I'm going to trust that's true, slays the princess. I have to fight for a better world. I'm so sorry. You are cruelty itself. I cannot let you exist. I don't know what the answer is, but there has to be something else. It can't be this. I won't kill you, but I won't let you free. You've done everything you can to make me understand your perspective, but you keep dismissing mine. If you think you can change me, then I must be able to change you. Oh. Let me save right there. You've done everything you can to make me understand your perspective, but you keep dismissing mine. If you think you can change me, then I must be able to change you.
What I offer you is not perspective. It is truth.
Is it?
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it alone.
Oh! Which hero are you? You have no idea how good it is to hear you. I can't do this alone. Where's everyone else? How are you supposed to help? I thought voices weren't allowed here. I thought you died whenever I looked in the mirror. Say nothing. Which hero are you?
All of them? I assume in the same way that you're all of you.
Okay. You have no idea how good it is to hear you. I can do this alone. Where's everyone else? How are you supposed to help? I thought voice were not here. I thought you died whenever I looked into the mirror. You have no idea how good it is to hear you.
It's good to be here. Seems like you've been doing alright on your own, but she's too many things at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get past all that divine confidence.
Yeah.
There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
Hold on. Okay. I'm ready.
Then let's go.
Oh!
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it? Do you need me to describe things?
I'd like that for old time's sake. Is it just you and me? Did anyone else make it to the cabin? Is the narrator really gone? I'd like that for old time's sakes.
Yeah, of course. The interior of the cabin is, well, it's a cabin, yeah? There isn't much here, just a table and a knife and a door. And some windows.
It's some windows. Oh shit, I just noticed in the windows, it's like a cascade of bodies of the princess.
There's no mirror, either. I think you broke it. And I know you're still trying to find some middle ground, but if things go south, we're going to need that blade.
Is it just you and me? Did anyone else make it to the cabin?
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
Is the narrator really gone?
Yeah, it's dead silent in here. Whatever it was that was left of him, I don't think it could handle you waking up to godhood. Pretty sure he got obliterated.
Good riddance. I don't actually know how to feel about him being gone. It's funny, after everything he put us through, I'm kind of sad. I don't actually know how to feel about him being gone.
Yeah, it's complicated. He put us through hell, but he's been part of us since the very beginning, hasn't he?
I don't want to take the knife. I feel like taking the knife will betray everything that I've been doing up to this point. The voice of the hero is telling me to take the knife just in case. Enter the basement without the knife. I'm gonna trust my gut.
No blade it is. I'm not sure what we'll be able to do without it, but your judgment has gotten us this far.
Thank you. The vote of confidence. Thank you. Voice of the hero.
The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
Have you figured out what you want to do yet, or are you going to keep trying to find a center that doesn't exist?
It sounded just like that. A little sharp, a little menacing. Only she didn't know us. And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
And there you are. Hands empty. So you don't feel like recreating our first meeting detail for detail. I wonder what else will be different.
Oh. Oh, the very first time I came down here, I was holding the knife.
Maybe there's still room for us to chat before the final curtain call. What do you say?
Yes. Sit with her. So good to finally see you again. Sorry for all the times I've hurt you. I don't think I want to be a god. Are you the same as you are out there? Which princess are you? You look like you did the first time we met. Is this the real you? So now that we're here at the end of everything, can you finally tell me your name? None of this was ever really fair for either of us, was it? What do you think of her? What she wanted us to be? I want to start with this. So now that we're here at the end of everything, can you finally tell me your name?
I never had one. And do not call me the Shifting Mound. It's too much. But I've always been a princess to you, right? So why don't we stick with that? And as for you, well, Hero works for me.
Oh.
But that's me. You know, I think I like that.
I'm sorry for all the times I've hurt you.
Well, the first time we met, I scared you so much your organs stopped working. And I meant to do that. If anyone should be apologizing here, it should be me.
Oh, okay.
But hey, we both took things a little far, didn't we? It's no big deal. All of that's behind us now, I think.
I think.
You know, when she puts it like that...
So good to finally see you again. I don't think I want to be a god. Are you the same as you were out there? Which of you? None of this was ever really fair for either of us, was it?
No, it really wasn't. But just because it hasn't been fair doesn't mean that it hasn't been worth it. I'm really glad I got to know you.
Aw. Just killed each other multiple times, no big deal. It's good to finally see you again.
Right back at you. In a way, it hasn't been much time at all, but it feels like it's been forever since I've seen you. Thanks for coming back.
I don't think I want to be a god.
Doesn't matter what we call ourselves. It's just another label, and I don't think labels have ever helped us. All they do is cram us into boxes where we don't fit. Just like this cabin.
What do you think of her? What she wanted us to be?
I don't think she's the sort of thing you can really disagree with. It doesn't matter if she's right or wrong because she exists. She's this big, unrelenting force, and there's no arguing with her. But I guess that was the question out there, wasn't it? And it was the question before you came down here, too. Should she get to exist? I'm glad you didn't bring that knife with you.
Ah.
And I don't want to be her, if that's what you're asking. I think I just want to be me.
She gets it.
Yeah, I'm happy not to be everything. Just being us is plenty.
Yeah. Which princess are you? You look like you did the first time we met. Is this the real you?
I'm the same princess that's been with you since the beginning. And I feel real. But I also feel like I'm a lot more than I was then. We've been through a lot together. I don't think there's anything more real than that.
Are you the same as you were out there?
I don't know. I'm a part of her, I think. But she's seen so much more than we have. Like she's seen everything, right? I don't think I could hold all of that without losing myself. I don't think you could either.
What if we just leave?
Do you know where this cabin is? Because I don't. I don't even know what's supposed to be outside other than us. What would even happen if we leave? What would that even mean?
I don't know. Maybe we can try it. I don't know, but I've always wanted to leave with you. I just didn't like being a god. I just wanted to walk through the cabin door as we are, just you and me. Not knowing what it means is why I want it. We knew everything out there, but we don't know this. I want to know this. Doesn't matter what happens or what it means. What matters is that we're leaving together. That's all I want. I don't know, but I've always wanted to leave with you. I just didn't like being a god. No, not knowing what it means is why I want it. We knew everything out there, but we didn't know this. I want to know this. It doesn't matter what happens or what it means. What matters is that we're leaving together. That's all I want. Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, I want that too.
I think I'm gonna stay right here. Whatever you're doing right now, wherever you're going, it feels like it's for just the two of you.
Aw. You're gonna okay being alone? Thanks for everything. Are you sure you don't want to come? Are you going to be okay alone?
Yeah, I'm not sure I'll be alone for too long anyways. The others are still around here somewhere. I'll find them.
Leave with the princess. You lead and the princess follows, and together you leave the basement behind for the last time. It's quiet as you ascend, a comfortable silence filling the space that used to be flooded with violence and words and noisy thoughts. But there's an energy in that silence, an electricity, the anticipation of the unknown. At the top of the stairs, the princess stalls, eyes fixed on the cabin door. You can see a tension seize her. She's unsure of herself for the first time in her long and short existence. She has no part to play anymore, and she knows this, yet she still is. And then she crosses the room to the door outside. You follow her confident steps.
This is it. I have no idea what it's gonna be like out there. Not that I'm scared or anything. It's exciting, really. Anything could happen. And if it's bad, then it won't be bad. Not with you.
Aww. I love you. Who's going to open it? Are you ready? Neither of us knows what's... No, I'm going to do this.
I love you too.
No.
But I'm trying not to be sappy about it. Don't make me get all emotional.
All right. And what happens next? Whatever it is, you'll face it together. Yay! I did it. I think the good ending. Good game. Good game. Getting all teary-eyed in those final moments. Oh, I like this. A+. 10 out of 10. Ooh. I hope they give me something to show possible options that I could have taken. The Wish Apostle, I mean it. Princess Dragon, I mean it. Oh, those are the songs. This is a good game. Fuck. I kind of want to replay and see some different options. But at the same time, I don't. Because I'm fully content with the ending that I got. Oh, an axolotl. Our song. Finish the game. The good end. Wait, the good ending doesn't count? What does that mean? Thank you so much for playing. As an expression of our gratitude, here's the track order for our special playlist just for you. If you like to take a screenshot, you can hide the UI thingy by hitting H. Oh, really? Eh. And now that you've finished the full story for the first time, you've also unlocked the gallery. You can access it from the main menu and in games under the memories tab. And it's full of clues that will help you find undiscovered vessels and interactions. Oh. Join the subreddit. Make your playlist. play our other games. Return to main menu. How'd you like it? It's a great game. Loved it. Oh shit. I didn't think there would be that much. Hero and the princess, the space between the end of everything. So I got her, these ones. Holy shit, there's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Chibi art styles. Show the furry. Oh, the one that you missed? This one. This is the one that you missed. Oh, look at that. Even within these ones, there's like so much that I missed. How do I go back? Oh, here. Yeah, see, there she is. Like, rare. Wait, there's supposed to be... why do we don't have the picture of... There's a drawing where she stabs you in the heart. This is like right after she stabs you. But when she stabs you in the heart, like her face is a whole lot closer, and you can see like the more cat-like features in her face. Okay. Fight dirty in a direct confrontation. So fight dirty in direct confrontation will unlock some of these other aspects. Which is best? This is the very first one that I got. Look at that. There's still some stuff missing here. I do like this version of her as well. Slay your only exit. Yeah, I like this version of her as well. Set your nightmare loose upon the world. Okay. Interesting. This one I got everything. Okay, what about this one? This one I did not get everything. To be torn between thought and action is to hesitate, and to hesitate is to die. Okay. What about... Oh, wait, we did that one. This one. Okay. Get swallowed up by the beast. Okay. What about this one? I saw mostly everything. Strike at a thorny rose's heart. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. This one, dude. This one. Like every time she's like, I just want to make you happy. 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 So shallow. Yeah, she just gets shallow every single time. It's great. I just want to make you happy. 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 I like that one. The one that's chained up. The damsel was cute and creepy somehow. What could go wrong with handing her your weapon? She's locked up. Ooh, okay. Meet your equal in combat. Die pathetically to an abrasive prisoner. Slay her without a moment's hesitation. Okay. Those are things that I never did. The one thing I never did was deliberately try to kill her. Like, from the outset. She isn't armed, is she? You can't know something you've never met. You need more space. A narrow cave is no place to fight, and it's no place to stay forever. Angels and demons are cut from the same cloth, and it's best not to deny a proud being. What? One might resist the divine, but it's very hard to kill a god. There is no shame in failing. Dude, what is this? This is like a giant egg. Sometimes when you cut something out of you, a piece of you leaves with it. Kill your worst dreams or be killed by the ghost of your past. Become one with the princess in a very literal sense. May involve but does not necessitate being eaten. When you've seen the worst sights the prison of the world can offer, you can always choose to walk away empty-handed. There are many reasons spirits may linger: the flames of passion, the flood of words left unspoken. You don't need the world for your happy ending. Okay, wait, let's go to this ending part here. Oh, jeez. Finish the game, finish the game. Find your freedom as gods forever. Find your freedom as gods forever. The end is never the end is never the end. Wait. The end is never the end is never the end. Return to your beginning and slay her once and for all. Go back to where it all started. You always were a bit of a contrarian, weren't you? You don't think there's a way for us to leave, but maybe there doesn't have to be an ending? You want whatever might be on the other side of this door, something new. Oh, jeez. I don't know if I can kill her, man. I've grown attached to this character. I don't know if I can kill her. Oh shit. Missed some stuff here. Find the tower? Excuse me? A tower? I've never seen any inclination of a tower. Wait. You're on the path in the woods. At the end of the path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. Find the tower. Find the damsel. Find the nightmare. Find the prisoner. Find the specter. You're checking YouTube? Find the razor. Find the witch. Find the beast. Find the adversary. The stranger. I thought you said she wasn't armed. Get her to break her own chains. Always leave a means of easy egress. Everything would be so easy if you just do exactly as I say as quickly as you can. There's so many endings and stuff. Well, it looks like I'm not done with the game because there's so... See, here's my conflict, right? Here's my conflict. I want to see all of these things, but I'm so happy with the ending that I got from my first playthrough. So like a lot of these things that require me to like kill her and stuff, meet your equal in combat, slay her without a moment's hesitation, like I feel so bad. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to take note of what I have to do, right? Say your nightmare upon the world. Say your nightmare loose on the world. Loose on the world. Loose on the world. Get shoved into a bottomless pit. Shoved into a bottomless pit. So your only exit. One ending looks like Avengers Endgames. See, like here. What great big eyes you have. I didn't mean to do that. I still need to devour you, and it doesn't count if you're dead. Been here before. See through her eyes at the end of everything.
The soundtrack slaps? It does. Defeat her without any outside help and then offer her grace. Ooh. Destroy her without any outside help and then find your new world. Destroy if I have to shine stuff. Interesting. I can't click on these ones that are blacked out. You know, since we're on this good streak, maybe playing Company Ending lately. I wanted to wait until that game is finished. I don't like playing through a game when it's not finished and then a long time elapses and then play the end of the game. I still want to wait until it finishes. Reset gallery? No. But 3 in a row. But 3 in a row. What happens if I hit continue? Oh, that's all that happens. It brings me back here. Alright, I'm gonna have to let this game simmer with me for a little bit so I can find the courage to do all those other options. Indie games are not the best. I mean, when they're good, they're good. But some indie games are not good. I've played some bad indie games. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm gonna let this... I'm gonna let this simmer in my head so I can find the courage to just like in one route just straight up kill her. Because the way I am right now, I can't do it. I can't. Like blackmailed by my food boss. What the fuck? But I'm gonna call it here. A little bit of a shorter stream, but this will give me time to do work that I need to do. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. This has been fun. I think I'm gonna continue this game tomorrow. We're gonna find all those other variations. This game deserves that much. Right, you guys have a good day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye.